Hello, I'm Paul Pluta and welcome to the Paul Pluta Prestige channel. Remember, like, subscribe and tell your fuckhead friends about my channel. Remember, look in the description for 10 ways you can help me stay full-time on YouTube. And let's do a quick wrist watch check. Patek Philippe World Time Yellow Gold. Okay, fuckers, let's go for this. Hi Archie, just writing to express my support and tell you how much I love your channel. I've become obsessed with wrist watches lately, and you are my main source for knowledge on the subject. The other watch YouTubers don't even come close. I've had only cheaper watches up until now, including Swiss Army, a G-Shock, and a Skagen. Please don't hold that against me. I have been researching great watches that made good collection starters and also suit my taste. While I'm very interested in the Rolex Explorer 2, after going to Torno in New York to try on watches including the Breguet Type 20, I fell in love with the Zenith El Primo. What is your opinion of this brand and watch? Also, is Tissot a shitter? Thank you for your advice and keep up the good work. David Q in New York. P.S. I'm sending you a $20 donation in support. Cheers. Thank you, David. Thank you, David, indeed. And you're with Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta Prestige channel, and I am today wearing a fabulous Patek Philippe World Time in yellow gold. This is the yellow gold piece. Fuckers. Okay, to answer your question there, let's go through it. We'll go through the simple ones. Is Tissot a shitter? You bet your fucking goddamn ass Tissot is a shitter brand. Of course it is. 1, it's affordable. 2, they use a lot of ETA movements. And 3, it is, it's an okay watch to have, but it ain't luxury. It ain't a decent watch. It's a shitter. It is a shitter. Yes, it is. Box ticked. Shitter. It is a shitter. So I am sorry to say that. Now, getting back to your question there, you've gone to Torno. Now, you've got to really give me more information. Now, the problem is, you're going to Torno. Now, Torno, I must be completely honest with you, they aren't really the greatest dealer. I've heard bad things. They are expensive, they're overpriced. Any cunt in New York is going to have high prices. Do you know what the fucking rents are like in New York? Yes. Now, my first question to you is, are you buying new or are you buying second-hand? Because that's going to tell you what you should buy. If you say to me, I'm going to buy a brand new Explorer 2, I'd say, stop! If you're going to be buying brand new Rolex, you want to go for a Submariner or a GMT or something like that. You don't buy the Explorer 2 brand new. That's a dumb move because they are not as popular. They have a bit of sticker shock once you walk out the showroom door. The thing is, of course, if you're buying used, they're a good bang per buck buy. Yes, they're very good on the used market, so you've got to give me a bit more information. Similarly, buying a Breguet Type 20 from brand new, they are the same price as a Daytona. Same price as a Daytona, and I can tell you this honestly now, they don't hold it like a Daytona. So you're buying a Breguet Type 20 on the used market, it's a good proposition. New market, not such a good idea. Now, buying a Zenith El Primo, that's the chronograph. Zenith is a highly respected brand of chronograph and movement maker. Rolex used to use a Zenith movement in their Daytona. That's right. They also used a Valjoux 727 in the plastic Daytonas. That's right. Valjoux ETA. Yes. So, what's my opinion? Well, I would not be buying a Breguet Type 20 or a Zenith El Primo from some New York Slick Willy dealers. They will fucking skin you alive. You gotta be sensible. If you're gonna buy You're gonna buy a Zenith El Primo. You gotta buy it on the used market. There's no point buying that watch new. That is a fuckhead mistake. That is a fuckhead mistake to make. You will do your shirt. You're gonna buy new. You buy a Rolex Submariner. If you're gonna buy a new Rolex, you want to buy Steel Sports Rolex, Daytona, Submariner, GMT. You want to buy used, you got to go for, so you understand what I'm saying? Different pieces, you buy new or you buy used. Zenith El Primo, fuck me dead. Can you imagine going into the New York Torno store, buying a Zenith El Primo? They will fuck you, double fuck you alive. They will fuck you so good, you won't even know what's happened to you. So that's not the place to be buying a Zenith El Primo. You got to buy it used. Just like a Breguet Type 20, used. You want to buy new? You got to buy certain brands. Otherwise, if you don't listen to my advice, you're going to lose money. You paid me for advice, and I'm fucking going to tell you, you can really, quite easily fuck this up if you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me, you could fuck this up, and you could cost yourself money. You could sell something. You know, it's just a nasty fucker move. So you got to know where you're coming from. You got to know where you're coming from, because it's different advice depending on what the story is there. So my advice to you would be to, I would be buying, personally, I'd go to Jewellers on Time, Kenny Nguyen, see what he can do a deal for you on there. But fuck me dead, going into Torno, fuck me dead, going in there as a newbie, yeah, they'll steer you towards the Zenith. You will be fucked over so bad it's not funny. So, David, please slow down. Slow down. You got to use Chrono24 as your price guide. Go and have a look on Chrono24 what they're selling for, because you'll soon discover that the Zeniths, they drop a bit, same as the Breguet Type 20s. So you haven't quite answered it there, but I honestly, to be okay, let's get to the point. What's a great first watch? Personally, my honest opinion is, you want to buy a first watch, I would always go Rolex Steel Sports. Why? Well, Rolex is so usable. You can wear it all sorts of occasions. They are waterproof. Now, I wouldn't be taking the fucker in water. I'm actually moved against taking things in water. It's a real dumb idea. You took something like a Patek in water, you'd need your fucking head red. But I got to tell you, in all honesty, I would say get a Rolex Steel Sports watch. That'd be your first watch you should get. Add later these specialty brands like Breguet and Zenith. Add them later, but you must have a Rolex Steel Sports. I mean, I've owned a few Breguets, and I honestly, I really do miss having a Breguet Type 20. It was a great watch. But it is delicate. The steel's not as hard as Rolex steel. It's a bit of a scratch magnet. It's a different style of watch. You must get a Steel Sports Rolex. And I don't care if you're buying new. You're buying new. You want number one choice would be Daytona. Number two would be Submariner Date, etc., etc. If you're buying used Rolex Steel Sports, I'd be going Rolex Explorer 2. That's what I'd be doing. Maybe Milgauss. The white dial's apparently a little bit softer. But personally, you've got to be clever with these things. You can't be a fuckhead. Certain watches are good to buy used. Certain watches you may as well, for a little bit more, buy it new. So you've got to give me more leeway there. But personally, start a watch, go for a Rolex Steel Sports. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. I think that is your perfect way to go. So there you go. The Pontiff has spoken, David. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, the Pontiff, the Guru, the Expert. I have spoken. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.